Another thing we're going to be waiting on for quite some time here, probably the next couple months, Tom Brady's future with the New England Patriots. They lost on Saturday, of course, to Tennessee. Bill Belichick had his exit meeting with the media yesterday in Foxborough, had this to say about Brady's possible future.
Bill, obviously, given Tom Brady's age, and there's been a lot of talk about his future, do you have a timeline in your mind for when you'd like to sit down and talk? No. Do you have, would you like to get clarity on his situation by the time the new league year starts?
Honestly, look, I mean, I know it's out there just like there's a lot of other things out there. I mean, we could bring up 50 questions just like that one. And I told you what my state is on that. And so you can ask all 50 of them, and it's going to be the same answer 50 times, Ben. We've been working on Tennessee. It's 12 hours after the game. I'm not going to talk a lot of things about the future because I'm not prepared to talk about.
I don't have 50 questions. Just
I'm sure you do. You can name 50 guys, 50 coaches. I mean, there's plenty. You could talk about anything you want about in the future. And they're all questions that need to be answered at some point in time by the organization, by myself, by the coaching staff, by some of the players. But those are collective decisions that are not made by one person. They're made collectively. And there's a lot of time and thought and effort and communication that goes into that. And now is not the time.
I certainly appreciate that. I have just one more. If Tom says he wants to come back and play.
And it's the same answer that I just gave you.
I mean, hey, again, here are the moving parts. Moving parts are Tom, RKK, Robert K. Kraft,
Yep.
Bill. I know you say that Bill doesn't have anything to say because he wanted to go with Garoppolo. It's a different story now. This is now going to be a 43-year-old man.
43, yeah.
It's a different story. And they don't have a Garoppolo there. Garoppolo's not walking through the door. Jared Stidham's not that guy. Cody Kessler's not that guy.
Nope.
The question is, with New England drafting as high as 23, everybody, that's a rarity. Would they move up? Would they be the one to call Bob Quinn and Patricia and the Lions and say, we're going to give you our first this year, and we'll give you our, first next, which is, again, this is wacky stuff. They don't usually do this stuff. And because he sat down and with NFL Films for that HBO doc about him and Saban, and he knows all about Tua. And it's it. And he does it.
That'd be great.
Right? And then you go ahead and do it. And that's the way you handle it. But that's April. When you want to talk about the mechanics of this, the new league year has been pushed back. Usually it's the first week of March. They pushed it back to the 18th.
Oh, wow.
Is the final day of the 2019 league year. His contract voids after the final day. So, boom, free agency hits. And if he's not signed going into free agency, he carries a $13.5 million cap charge in 2020 if he's not re-signed.
For New England.
Yeah. So this is what I mean by he has the hammer. Like, if you don't sign him, it's going to cost you all that stuff. Now, if they trade him, that's how much it is too. So when he says, I want to keep playing, that is a hammer. And the question is, who would want him and what do you get back? And you have to make these decisions. Certainly if, Belichick sits down and says, I got 5 years to go here, Tom might be a good bridge quarterback. It's amazing to think that. But if he does have 2 years left, if you only want to play 2 years, if your quarterback saying, I want to play 2 years, no matter what your age is, you're a bridge quarterback because you got to, okay, we'll play you, but we need to get who's after you.
Right.
So could he be the bridge quarterback for the Chargers? Would Philly Riv go to New England? I mean, there's so much speculation and rumor and innuendo and crazy. And it's just, again, it's up to Tom. Would Tom want to play in another jersey? And if so, where? Where would he and his family be happy being? Because that's a very big consideration. That's why Bill's like, there's a lot to go in.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.